Do the close-ups.
Just in my bigger pants. I don't even know. I wasn't making it for taste.
That's a nice shot.
Good. Hey Health Nuts, it's Nicole from Health Nut Nutrition. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am doing a cozy nighttime routine. I love having cozy nighttime routines. I feel like they really help kind of calm your mind, get you ready for bed, and it's just super relaxing, especially during all the craziness that happens in the month of December. It's just really nice to have some pampering things that you do. And today's video, I'm actually working with Vital Proteins. They are sponsoring today's video, and they just came out with this epic collagen creamer. It's made with coconut milk and it's gingerbread flavor. Yes, it's as good as it sounds. It's so good. I was inspired to make these gingerbread lattes that Matt and I have been drinking like every single night. They're so good. It definitely combats my sweet tooth, and you can feel good about drinking them. They're dairy-free, and they have like basically just natural sugars in them, and they just taste really good too. But I just think it's like the perfect treat to have when you're just like cozy on the couch, watching a movie. And they're also gonna be doing some giveaways. So we're gonna be doing 3 giveaways on Instagram, so stay tuned till the end to find out more about that. And without further ado, let's hop right into the video. But right when I come home, I like to take off my shoes and my jacket and whatever layers I have and hang them up or put them away. I find this is a good habit. Otherwise, you always just kind of leave them hanging around and you never seem to put them away. And Matt hates when I just leave everything lying around because he's kind of a clean freak. So I just try to get into the habit of putting things away as soon as I get home. So I'm just changing into some comfier clothes to get ready for a cozy night. I have these sweatpants on, which I'm loving, I'm obsessed with. I will link them down below, and just a comfy sweater. And I usually will just like check my Instagram, check any updates, emails, things like that, and throw on some cozy slippers. I also love these and live in them lately. So I'm just throwing my hair up. It's a little bit difficult now that it's really short. It's hard to, I'm always doing like the half up, half down thing, but I'm just taking off my makeup right away. I don't really like wearing a ton of makeup. I usually only wear it if I'm filming or if I have somewhere to go to. So when I come home, I usually like to be makeup free. So I'm just removing all of my makeup. I usually do it with just jojoba oil. I find it super natural. It doesn't irritate my eyes, and it does the job. And then I'm just washing my face with my cleanser and facial brush. I'm just using a bit of toner, and then of course moisturizing. I always use eye cream. I'm trying out this new one. It's supposed to be anti-aging, so I'll see how that works. Maybe I'll have less wrinkles by the time I'm 30. And then I'm just of course putting on a face moisturizer all over. I find this is key, especially during the colder months. It's so important to hydrate your skin. And then I'm ready to start my cozy night. Now, if you know me in real life, you know I'm always eating, so I usually have to have a snack before dinner time. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be super hangry. So today I'm just snacking on some carrots and hummus and some olives. It's different every single day, but this is always a good go-to. I'm also filling up my water bottle to make sure I'm drinking water when I get home. I find it's easier just to kind of bring this water bottle around with me from room to room. Otherwise, I just have cups laying around everywhere and I don't know which one's old or new, so I just find it's handy to have my water bottle with me. And then I'm also, of course, turning on my Christmas tree. I love the ambiance of having it on, even if it's a bit early. I mean, it gets dark by 5 now, so it just means I get to turn it on even earlier. And since I do work for myself, the emails just never end. So whenever I get a chance, I'll usually try to hop on, catch up on some emails so I'm not waking up the next day with a huge inbox full of emails. At this point, Matt usually calls me on his way home from work. This happens basically every single day. He usually just gives me a ring on his commute home. That way I can keep him company. And this is usually just when we catch up on what happened during our day and maybe what we want to have for dinner. And if he needs to grab anything on his way home, it's just kind of a touch base before I see him. And then of course I like to multitask. So at this point, I'm usually answering your comments on my YouTube videos because I love reading them. They make my day. I read every single one. Even if I don't respond to all of them, I really try my best. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I am making my Brussels sprouts, kind of a carbonara pasta. It's not really a carbonara, it's kind of a faux one, but it's really easy to make. I'll link the video in the blog post down below if you guys want to check out the recipe. Basically, I'm making a cream sauce with just some cashews blended up with water and spices. And Matt's home actually at this point. You can see him, his shadow in the background. But yeah, he usually will, oh, he's dancing. He's dancing. He usually will help chop things if I ask him. I usually do most of the cooking, and then Matt usually will help with the cleanup. But sometimes I get him to do something here or there because teamwork, guys. On some nights, we just eat the leftovers we have from our Sunday meal prep, but some nights I just love having a cozy night in, making a meal from scratch, and I don't know, it's kind of like therapeutic for me. And sometimes I even create new recipes that end up going up on the channel. And then I'm just cooking up some brown rice spaghetti. And then I'm just putting on a timer because if you've ever made brown rice pasta, you know if you overcook it, it's awful. So I have the Brussels sprouts, the bacon, the pasta with the cream sauce, and a little bit of fresh parsley, and it's so delicious, guys. It feels really indulgent, but it's really just simple ingredients. Now, usually we don't eat at the island, but for the purpose of this video, and so we don't look like couch potatoes, we thought we would eat here. In our next place, we'll hopefully have a real kitchen table. For dessert, I decided to make my gingerbread lattes for Matt and I. They're perfect to have at night when you're craving a sweet treat. So I'm just pouring in some herbal coffee. You can, of course, use regular coffee if you're making this in the morning. I'm adding in some unsweetened soy milk that I just heated up on the stove, along with my Vital Proteins collagen creamer in the gingerbread flavor, some cinnamon, molasses, maple syrup, a little bit of vanilla extract, and then I'm just gonna blend it all up. The collagen really helps it froth up and also adds in some nice protein. So if you're hungry at night, it's gonna help keep you a little bit more satiated before you go to bed. And then because this was a sweet treat, I decided to add on some coconut whipped cream. I have a really old recipe for this that I will link down below, but you can now buy it at grocery stores, which is really cool, and it's not that expensive. And then of course, just a dash of cinnamon on top to make it look fancy. We just enjoyed this while watching a holiday movie. We just recently got this massive TV and it feels like a theater in our living room. It's kind of funny. This is how most of our nights end, just cozying up on the couch with either a snack or hot drink and just watching a movie and relaxing after a long day. Comment below if you know the movie we're watching. And yes, we love watching our movies with captioning on. Usually at about 10 o'clock, I will turn my phone on airplane mode. This way my phone isn't going off with any notifications or emails coming through. It kind of just turns my mind off from work to relaxation. And I just like to keep it on airplane mode up until I wake up the next day. And there you have it. That is my cozy nighttime routine that I've been doing lately and loving. And I'm telling you guys, that gingerbread latte recipe, so good. I'm gonna have a whole breakdown video over on Instagram. And that's also where you can enter into the 3 giveaways. I will have the link down below in the info box. So be sure to check that out. And let me know what your nighttime routine looks like. Maybe the first 3 things you do when you get home from work or school or whatever it is that you do. I would love to know and maybe get some ideas. It's always fun to kind of peek into other people's lives to see what they do. But yeah, that's it for today's video. As always, don't forget to subscribe. I post on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I had so much fun hanging out with you guys today, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.